welcome back to my channel. It's Simply Jessica here with our first fall DIY. Now, I cannot wait to do this. I want to show you one of the easiest ways to make a beautiful pumpkin wreath. Just cut some tags off of here. Now, I have 2 of the pumpkin wired wreath forms that we're going to need. And if you remember, a while back, I bought the child luau skirt from the Dollar Tree. Everything I'm using is from the Dollar Tree, FYI. So, if you remember, in the summer sometime, I bought this. I told you guys if you wanted to join me in making a beautiful fall craft, to make sure you got one. There is some stores that still have them if you need to get one. So, this is what we're going to be using. So we have a pumpkin wreath form here. Throw all my garbage on the floor. Don't judge any of this mess you see back here. Okay? And this is what the skirt looks like. Okay? So what we are going to do is take our skirt and we are going to very simply lay it over top of our pumpkin. We may actually have to cut it. Oh no, there we go. It is open. So we want to fold that in half here and lay it across our pumpkin wreath form here. Now there's going to be a little bit of moving things around and everything else just to make this work, but it will work, I promise you. Just trying to figure out the best way for this to work. Okay, I just paused you for a second to try to figure something out. So we are just going to lay it across. We're going to take our other pumpkin wreath form that we have and we're going to lay it on top. This is going to be the easiest way. So that way, your second form is on top and you can kind of just use that to hold it still as you push the rest of this inside your pumpkin here. That way you can kind of move it around, get all the little things flat and where you need them to be, because trying to do it without it on top was going to be an entire mess. So once you start to get it all in there, just start kind of pushing it in and getting it all out of your way, like so. That way you're able to pull that it covers from end to end here. And like I said, once you have this on, then you can kind of finagle it and move it around. So you're gonna get yourself some zip ties. I'm actually almost out, so we're gonna do this in 5 or less. And you're going to just find an area here and zip tie this together. Just gonna push them, and then again, when it's all together, you're gonna be able to kind of maneuver this more so you can really get that skirt in there. So I'm just gonna zip tie on both of the tops here. I'm making this more difficult than it needs to be. There we go. Like that. And I'm gonna shove in some top here. Take our zip tie and zip tie together. Gotta try to flip it over like so. And then just make sure that they're lined up here and zip tie together. And now I'm just going to add, I'm going to push all this in and I'm going to add 2 zip ties there at the bottom. Okay, so I have it all zip tied, and what I have noticed, the mistake that I already did, was buying the child size skirt. It should have been the adult side hula skirt, but it's okay because we are going to make this work. The only reason I'm saying is because it kind of runs short here, so I feel like we're going to have to really kind of pull on this to secure around the sides here. But you get the idea of what's going on here. We're just really going to have to kind of tug and pull to really get this to cover. Now, if you get the adult size, if you have a chance to get the adult size, it will fit perfectly. I made a mistake by grabbing the children's. But you see where I'm going with this, right? So you got your zip ties on. You're just going to cut those. I'm trying to do it upside down. I shouldn't. So we're just going to cut our zip ties here like so. And then I'm just going to kind of play around with this a little bit to get it to cover all the way. Again, if you get the adult size hula skirt, then you will not have the issue that I'm having. So I've got it pretty much covered on one side. So I'm going to have to just end up tucking some more of this in, kind of pulling over as much as I possibly can. I mean, it does fill the center nicely. It's just kind of getting it around the sides. That's going to be a little bit of my issue. But with the magic of hot glue and tugging, we're going to get this, excuse me, we're going to get this to work. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so after a little finagling, it is not easy to do when you have the wrong size skirt. But we're still going to dress this up and make this beautiful. So you get the idea here. If you had the adult size skirt, it would have just fit on here beautifully. You would tuck it underneath, hot glue it into place. So we have a little bit of a struggle here, but we are just going to keep it pushing. Next, we are going to take some of our nautical rope, and we are just going to try to clean up a little bit of this mess. We're going to start here on the top, and we're just going to go around the sides and all the way around the outside of this pumpkin. So a little bit of hot glue to get us started here, and we're going to start up top. So we're going to hang on to that, let that cool for a second, and then we're going to just drag it around the outside layer of this wreath form. And we're just going to stop every so often, add a little bit of hot glue, and hold that down. So that is going to be step number one. See, mine's going to have some sticking up here and stuff because I had the child skirt instead of the adult size skirt. But we all make mistakes, right? We live and we learn. So just going all the way around here. And that's what we're going to do. So all the way around, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I just dropped my scissors, now that we have it all the way on the outside, we're going to be taking this and just gluing a piece and coming up each one of the little metal bars here, just like so. So we're just going to cover up all of those. All right, so I went ahead and did this stem as well, just wrapped it around, glued it into place in a couple of spots. So, gorgeous already. Now again, you're gonna see a little bit of my messy over here because I got the wrong size skirt, but we are gonna, and we have made it work. So this is where you get to pick your flowers, your colors, your pumpkins, your leaves, not leaves, whatever it is that you want to do to make this your absolute own. So I've got all kinds of flowers here, all kinds. We've got even some pumpkins, some pine cones, some leaves. I've got these kind of pumpkins. I've got these pumpkins. I've got all kinds of stuff here. So this is where you are just going to find and fill whatever your little heart desires. And we're just going to hot glue these into place here. And we're going to just make this beautiful floral piece for underneath. And that's it. You're gonna find what you like. Sorry, I gotta turn this towards me so I can see. And we're gonna start gluing. that's it. So all your different flower combinations, things you want to use, just kind of lay it on there, figure out exactly how you want this, and just glue it all into place. All right, just checking in here as I'm putting along with some flowers and some pumpkins. Now these here had like the little clips on the bottom, so I just yanked that clip off, and then we just cover that bottom in some hot glue, and then just stick it wherever you like. So as you can see, I'm basically just going along, filling in this whole bottom half. Now I'm not going to go all the way up. I'm going to end about here and just filling in until we have it exactly how we want it. So we're just going to keep on going. Okay guys, so I think that I'm done playing with this. See, I say that and then I just like, oh, look at these little berries would look nice there. But look how gorgeous already, right? Sometimes when you pick it up, you can kind of see like, oh, I might need a little something there. So maybe when I pick it up, I'll be able to tell better. But so far, I think this is it. I'm going to go hang it up against the wall there so you are able to see it. And, oh my goodness. I know, see, I already think, I feel like, right, you know what I mean? So you like pick it up sometimes and you're like, oh, you know, maybe that should go there. But that's the good thing, is you can always add more where you think you might need it. So I'm going to go hang this bad boy up so we can get a good look at it, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so there it is, hanging up. We can't even really tell that I made a boo-boo and got the wrong size, right? I'm trying to hold my arm up here because the hook I have is kind of high on the wall and the lighting is not the best. But this is definitely going on the front door because I absolutely love it. But again, flower, color choice, pattern, however you feel like doing it. See, like now that I have it up, I feel like maybe something needs to be like right here, maybe like right there. But that's a good thing. Just a little bit hot glue, add whatever you want to add to it. But I think this came out stunning. I love it. I hope you guys do too. I made it a short video instead of making you watch me glue every little thing on. So hopefully that works for you as well. And until next time, bye now.